It's the summer of 1989. I'm about to enter sixth grade, and I'm in the Salmon Run Mall with my mother, who is probably very nervous right now. And I'm begging her to buy me a pair of Levi's blue jeans. I'd never worn jeans to school. The pants that I wore at that time were called by all my friends at school slacks. They were a cotton polyester blend. Various colors, snap button in the front, elastic waistband, perfect for the young husky boy. And it was kind of a running joke at school that I'd never worn jeans, and I really wanted a pair of jeans. And, I'm sitting here looking at them, and I don't know, the price was, I don't remember exactly, it was probably $30 or $40, which was, at the time, pretty expensive. And we had gone that year from being a one-income family to a two-income family. When I was in school, when I started school, my mother started college, and she'd just gotten a job as a teacher at Potsdam Central. And so I think for her, it was kind of a joy to give a little indulgence, and I was excited to get my pair of jeans. So school started, and it's, September, it's warm. It's too warm to wear pants to school, so everybody's wearing shorts, and I have to wait. But when I go to school that year, there is a new girl at school. She was going to the Catholic school in town, St. Mary's, and most of us hadn't seen her before because she went to a different school, and all the boys were just instantly, I won't say in love, like we didn't really know what to do. We're in sixth graders, right? We're 11 years old. She had blonde hair, piercing blue eyes, and let's be honest, like she had boobs. And we were just like, oh my God, what do we do? And for me, what I did was avoid eye contact at all costs. I just looked down and walked away. But she was very intimidating, for me at least. Well, the day finally came. It was cool enough for me to wear pants to school, so I put on my blue jeans, and I was all excited. And let me tell you, the reaction that I got when I got to school did not disappoint. Everybody was so excited. They're all like, Aaron's wearing blue jeans. I'm getting high fives in the hall. It was like the best day of my life. I'm on cloud 9. It was incredible. So I'm just like, so excited, having the best day. After lunch, one of my best friends, Mike Reagan, and I were going back to our homeroom. We make a pit stop at the restroom. And we're standing shoulder to shoulder, just kind of laughing. And from my right, I can hear liquid hitting porcelain. And down below, suddenly I hear liquid hitting denim. And I feel this warmth going down my leg, and I look down, and it's all the way down to my knee. And Mike looks at me, and he goes, oh my God, Aaron, what happened? And I said, I don't know. Like the slacks, you popped it open, the things came apart, you didn't have to do anything. The denim, it's like this hard fabric, it came back in front, and I can't go back to class like this. So I am panicking. But Mike suddenly has this realization. He says, hey, we're locker partners. It's a gym day. I'm going to go get your gym shorts. And I think to myself, I might get away with it. I'm going to get changed, take my jeans to Mrs. Jones' home ec class, get them washed, come back at the end of the day, get them, and I'm going to be fine. Mike runs out of the bathroom, and I'm thinking, okay, come on, Mike, you can do it. We're going to make it. And the class clown comes into the bathroom, and he sees me, and he points, and he dashes out down the sixth grade hall, and he starts screaming at the top of his lungs, Aaron peed his pants! Aaron peed his pants! And everybody at school knows. Mike comes back with my shorts, and I get changed, and I go out to take my pants to the home ec room, and the lobby is filled with sixth graders, and they all start laughing, and I'm like, oh my God. I duck right back in the bathroom, and Mike and a couple other good friends go out, and they're like, okay, folks, nothing to see here, go back to your classroom. So I duck, and I'm sure some teachers helped as well. I duck back in the bathroom. When it's finally clear, I sheepishly wink my way down to the home ec room. Mrs. Jones takes my pants. I walk back into my classroom. Mrs. Wood, my homeroom teacher, sees me. I'm 10 minutes late. She doesn't say a word. She offers a thin smile. It's very clear that she knows what's going on. I sit down, and 5 or 10 minutes pass, and there's a normal lesson happening, and I'm thinking, okay, that was terrible, but maybe I'll survive. And at that moment, the Catholic schoolgirl walks by the classroom. And for the first time in our lives, we make eye contact. She points at me and mouths the words, "Did you?" And what can I do? I just yeah. And she throws her head back and laughs and continues on her way, and I'm just devastated. Now, looking back, I realize, obviously over the years I got to know this woman. She's a wonderful person. She was laughing with me in that moment. It felt like she was laughing at me, but she was laughing with me. And if there's an Achilles heel in this story, it is my concern about how others thought of me. I wasn't confident in myself at that age. I never really felt like I was part of the in crowd. I was sort of in crowd adjacent. Like sometimes I was with the popular people, but sometimes they were making fun of me and I didn't really know where I fit. And when I got to that moment where I became self-confident and self-assured, everything else seemed to go away. None of those concerns mattered. And I'd love to say that, I've never had a moment of self-doubt again. I've always been very self-confident. And that's not true. A few years ago, I decided to give up alcohol. And I was concerned in the moment that when we got together with friends, that they would say, well, have all sorts of questions and give me a hard time. I'm like, come on, Aaron, have a beer. And that never happened. People accepted me for who I was and the decisions that I made. When I first met my wife, Wendy, I kind of didn't really want to reveal to her that I'm a giant Star Trek nerd. But as she got to know me, it was kind of inevitable that she'd find out. And she's the type of person who, when we're on a family vacation, will plot a course into the GPS and say, hey, we're going to go to Fort Ticonderoga. And we drive there, and suddenly I pull in, and I'm like, there's no fort here. We're at the Star Trek original series set tour in Ticonderoga, and I have the coolest afternoon of my life, geeking out with other Star Trek nerds. She bought me these socks, these Star Trek socks. I don't know if that breaks the rule against props, but I'm not competing tonight, so. So I've learned that when you surround yourself with good people, you can be yourself. Because they don't care what you wear, they don't care what you drink, and they don't care what nerddom you're part of. So from now on, I'm going to always try to boldly go where no man has gone before. Thank you.